Welcome to my Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tutorial on the dual blades or the dual swords. Okay, now the dual blades is the closest thing you would get to a melee range weapon. It is a very hack and slash type weapon with very low range. In that aspect, it is similar to the sword and shield. It makes up for this short range with its insanely high rate of attack as well as mobility. Uh, the dual swords has perhaps the highest mobility of all the weapon types, and because you do not have the ability to block like in the sword and shield, you will have to utilize your quick dashes and dodging to move around. And repositioning should not be a problem because you can simply just run with your weapons out. Even with your weapons out, you will be able to run pretty quickly, and you will be able to get into good positions to attack. And when you are in a position to attack, you should capitalize on the dual sword's very high rate of attack to maximize your DPS. To balance these properties of the dual swords, the dual swords will of course have one of the lowest raw damage values in the game, and you will have to make up for this by attacking quickly, rapidly, and efficiently in order to keep the damage outputs on par with the other weapons. So without further ado, X, unsheath your weapon, and of course we are not going to do that. We will move forward and press X. That is it is called the butterfly slash. Okay, okay, now with your weapons out, X one time, 1 and 2, and it combos up to 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you do something with both your hands swinging to your left side. 3. Okay, beyond the third slash, it doesn't combo into another X attack. So as now for the A combos, we have 1 and 2. Okay, the second attack here, the second A attack, is pretty useful to reach upwards, considering how you have very little reach as a dual swords user. Most of the time, you would be attacking in a fairly horizontal plane, and this second A attack is probably the only big attack, the only main attack that you will have that reaches upwards. And sadly, it does not combo into anything else. So do note that while your X attacks can combo 3 times, 1, 2, 3, your A attacks can only combo twice, 1, 2. Okay. Now if you move forward and press X, you would do exactly the same thing. So just like sword and shield, there is no difference between the X combo standing still and the X combo moving forward. And the same is true for the A attacks. There is no difference. So you pretty much have a very standard set of moves. It doesn't really matter whether you are moving forward or not, because even if you were to remain stationary, your combos will always move you forward, and this is something to keep in mind as a dual swords user. It will be quite hard to remain in place because your simple attacks always move you forward. Okay, so now we've gotten the basics of the X and A combos. Let us look at the infinite combo. Your X attack 1, 2, 3 combos into your A attacks. That means 1, 2, 3, then A, 1, and 2. Your A attack, this second attack, does not combo into anything else, but the first A attack, if you tap only once, this attack combos into all of your X attacks, beginning with the butterfly slash. So, if you were to tap A once, A, X, 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 X. So that is actually 4 attacks after the A slash. A slash, butterfly, X, X, and X. And this is the infinite combo that you will have. It goes with X, 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 and then 1A, butterfly slash X, 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 and then 1A, X, 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 and X, and then 1A, and it continues forever. Again, do note that although this can go on forever, this is an infinite combo, you will be moving further and further ahead in front. So let's say I begin here. You'll see that I am steadily making my way across the map, and a large distance is covered by this butterfly slash. Right. So that is the infinite combo that you should be aware of, but its usage is very situational, because unless the monster is retreating in front of you and you need to close the distance, other than that, performing your infinite combo will eventually move you out of position. Okay, now for the dodging part of the dual swords, it is essentially the same as the sword and shield. You roll forward, you have no backflip or back step. You will have to face backwards and then roll backwards. And you can access your side rolls in the middle of your attack. So if you're attacking, you can do a side roll. Useful, of course, for getting out of position and breaking out of your combos, like this. Okay, now the big gimmick of the dual swords is the demon gauge, and that is the secondary bar that appears below your sharpness gauge in your status panel. For me, it is on the panel in the bottom screen. So currently, you notice that that bar is empty. So to fill that bar, you will need to be in demon mode. To go into demon mode, you need to have your weapons unsheathed, and then you press RT. This will give you a red aura on your weapons, but more obviously, you will be losing stamina constantly. So if you pay attention to that stamina bar, let's go into demon mode. Alright, and my stamina is going down. You can manually exit demon mode by pressing RT again. In demon mode, you have the exact same combo buttons as you did in normal mode. So X, X, and X, and that doesn't combo into anything. X, 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 and A. And of course, your infinite combo. In the mode, X, 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 A, X, 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 and A, X, X until you run out of stamina. Once you run out of stamina, you will exit demon mode automatically and your stamina will begin to rise. Thankfully, when you run out of stamina in demon mode, you do not get the fatigued animation, which is a good thing. And when you are in demon mode and you deal damage to any monster, you will slowly fill up your demon gauge. So let's try this out on some of these Renoplos. Okay, demon mode, and here we go. Okay, notice that with the few hits that I did on the Renoplos, my gauge is almost filled, and now I'm out of demon mode because my stamina has dropped. And notice the demon gauge is slowly depleting. When you are out of demon mode, your demon bar will slowly deplete. It will not deplete if you are remaining in demon mode. As you can see, I am in demon mode. Does it deplete? No, it doesn't. Okay, but once I exit demon mode, the bar begins to drop slowly. So let me go ahead and just fill up this bar. Oh no, that wasn't enough. Anyone else for me to hit? Okay, you right there. Okay, demon mode, and whack. Okay, when the bar is full, it will begin to flash white. And now, when you exit demon mode either manually or by running out of stamina, you will enter a third mode known as Archdemon mode. And this can be you can tell by the red aura, the red spiraling aura that is surrounding your hunter. In this mode, you have the same attacks as your normal mode, but you attack substantially faster, and you are able to perform demon dodges like this. For as long as you are in this Archdemon mode, your demon bar, your flashing demon bar, which is the Archdemon bar, the flashing demon bar will deplete whether or not you attack. Okay, so once this bar depletes, yep, it's gone now. And if you look at your hunter, he no longer has the red spiraling aura over him. That is the red spiraling aura of the Archdemon mode. Something to note about your normal, your demon mode. When you're in demon mode, instead of rolling, you would instead be performing demon dashes. So this is very useful for repositioning, but unfortunately it also depletes your stamina really quickly, considering how stamina does not regenerate in demon mode. This demon dash, as I demonstrated just now, can also be performed when you are in Archdemon mode. So to sum up the two special modes that you can enter as a dual swords user, the normal demon mode increases your attack power. You deal more damage per hit in demon mode. The Archdemon mode does not deal more damage, but it allows you to attack faster. So all in all, the two modes will roughly give you the same DPS, the same increased DPS over not being in any mode. The difference being, demon mode increases your attack damage, while Archdemon mode makes you attack faster. So that's all for the technique demonstration of the dual swords, and let us move on to a practical demonstration against the Great Jaggi. Okay, so here's the Great Jaggi quest. Let me use Cha-Cha's special ability to locate him. I think he's in area 5. Yes, he is in area 5, so let's go. Stamina management is a very big part of a dual swords gameplay. You can kind of cheat out of this by using a dash juice or mega dash juice, but since that will require some amount of farming, it's not really recommended, and it's just a bad habit to not manage your stamina. I believe it promotes bad practices. You should use the dash juices if you are concerned about absolutely optimizing your monster hunt times. But if you're just hunting in general, I wouldn't encourage you to use dash juices extensively. So you can close the distance with the butterfly slash. This is very similar to the forward slash of the sword and shield. Butterfly slash. And of course, dash out. As a dual swords user, you have to be very familiar with the monster's attack patterns, because you have to be fighting in close proximity to them, and you have to be familiar with their attack patterns and their attack hit zones. For example, what is the zone that you get hit by the bite of this Great Jaggi? What is the zone of his tail swipe? Okay. Let's try to go into our demon mode over here. When you're in demon mode, you do not want to miss your combos, because that would be a waste of stamina. I'm now in archdemon mode. And as you can see, in archdemon mode, I am able to do this dash, the demon dash. And I believe you can chase him down if you are fast enough. No, my archdemon mode just ran out. So he is in area 5. And he's asleep. So as a dual swords user, again, you do not have much burst, so the best you can do in this situation is to stand right at him, activate your demon mode, and just go to town, unleashing all of your combos. And as you can see, you will eventually be out of place because your combos move you forward. Do not waste your time comboing when you are not hitting him. Right. That wasn't too bad. That was 5 minutes. So that's it for our practical demonstration of a dual swords gameplay against the Great Jaggi. Remember, it's all about positioning and looking out for opportunities for you to enter demon mode, and ideally fill up your entire demon gauge in one in one demon mode, in the span of one demon mode, so that the moment your stamina runs out, you will enter Arch Demon mode, and you will have all the sweet benefits of increased attack speed and the demon dodge. Right, so that's it for the dual swords. As usual, thanks for watching and see you again in the next video.